I'm gonna ask one last.
Man, I'm gonna say this, bro. I have never in my history of my career had this kind of conversations. We just touched on some really heavy stuff.
Maybe anything in a barbershop.
Oh, wait, before you ask the question, man, we got people in the chat. Gregory X, that was a pleasant way to describe a butt-broken man's Copa. He talking
about how I broke down Nick Cannon?
I assume so, yeah, because I missed. And then there was another super chat that said, "Want you to play Chuck Berry."
Oh, okay. Chuck Berry. That's not. I can't play Chuck Berry. I'm not going to do all that damn movement.
Okay, yeah.
I'm out of shape. If they give me a body double, they asked me to come in and direct the James Brown, the play version. And at some point they were talking about it, and I thought I wanted to bring in Johnny Gill to play James Brown. Man, he would have killed it.
Yeah.
You know, listen, man. You know, for the brother who just made that comment, I understand. But when you live on the next level, bro, I'm not saying where you live and what you do. I don't have the right to tell Nick Cannon what to do, and neither do you. You know, it's a lot of stands that I'd like to see us take in this country that I can't talk about on the air. You know, but it's a game, bro, and it's a hustle game, and I don't think I have the right to sit on TV or on a Zoom call and air how I feel about Nick Cannon and the deals that he's making. Right. Because I don't live in his house. I don't feed his kids. And I just know what I've been through. And I think the public, as much as you guys hold me in reverence, it's a billion black people who think I ain't shit. And it's hard, bro. So sometimes you feel like you're on an island all by yourself. So anyway.
Yeah. I'm sorry. They said Chuck Brown, not Chuck Berry. Chuck Brown.
Both of them Negroes jumped around. None of them dancing Negroes. None of them singing Negroes.
Yeah.
Let me do a pastor and I can do a sermon. Let me play Daddy Grace of one of them Negroes, you know. I'm joking. Go ahead, DB. What's your question?
Yeah. All right. So in your world as an actor, is the Hollywood Walk of Fame and the Academy Awards, is that the highest form of gratitude and recognition? And also, is that something that you chase?
No, I don't chase nothing. I chase doing good work, and I chase making black people proud. They're not gonna give a nigga like me awards. I'm too black and too strong, and you know they don't necessarily recognize my work in Hollywood on that level. But I never did it for that, man. I again, bro. You know what really was on my bucket list? I want to run back a punt for the Washington Redskins, and then maybe somebody hit me and knock my Adam's apple out through my goddamn back of my neck, and I will be fulfilled, because all I wanted to do was be a football player. So I never really worry about accolades in this business as long as my check clears, and I never really work for the money. You know, I take pride now that I'm in the business and I love the arts. I take pride in the work that I do. It's not everybody wants to be recognized for what they do, but if you really want to understand politics, the Oscar is what we consider the kiss of death. Because a lot of times when you get the Oscar, you're at the top of the heap and there's no place to go but down. So a lot of actors who've gotten the Oscar, and I'm not going to name all of them, their careers have gone downhill. The best place, I heard Kevin Bacon said, the best place to be in Hollywood is in the middle, because it's lonely at the top. So, you know, once you get to the top, there's nowhere to go. So I didn't start out, as long as black people give me respect, and I would say 98% of the black people that I run into give me a lot of love and respect, man. That brings warmth to my heart.
Man, Saints and Sinners, man, on Bounce TV, man.
Yes, sir. Judgment, Saints and Sinners Judgment movie is coming out February 14th, Valentine's Day. Go ahead, bro. Take it away, Frederick.
No, I just want to say thank you for coming in. We will be tuned in. You got thousands of people live in the chat. I should have told you that the chat
really.
See where?
How y'all doing?
Oh, you getting thousands of comments, and it's on the where it says live chat or comments, live comments.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you, and our producer PPD just wants she wants a shout out, man. She's a big fan of yours.
Hey there, darling. How you doing? Hey, I just didn't make my head so fat. I'm gonna put a hat on next time. I gotta say, man, this has been one of the most important conversations I've ever had, man, and it's quite controversial. So I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of comments. Nobody from the Nation of Islam, please do not DM me and drag me.
DM me.
DM Frederick. I didn't throw anybody under the bus. All I tell, you know what I tell people? Do your research.
Do your research.
Find the truth for yourself. Because we all human, make mistakes. Man, I'm in a relationship, and I can tell you, my girl has taught me how to be in love, man. I've been apologizing all the whole damn pandemic.
Wow.
And you know, I never imagined that I didn't know what I was doing when it came to love. So I don't think we have the right to throw anybody under the bus. I think before you throw somebody under the bus, do your research.
Nah, you absolutely right. And I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No,
I would say, speaking of relationships, honesty is the best policy, man. And you get everything you want out of it. You know what I mean?
You talking about marriage?
Yeah, with the woman. Yeah, with the woman.
Oh, okay.
When you're honest with what your needs are and your wants are, you ain't lying, you ain't cheating, it becomes the most fertile land in the world. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Okay, well, I don't know if I'm a second that on here because let me just say this, man. It's really interesting point you just made. A lot of what African American men, I think, and I say to my girl all the time, we didn't see good marriage. Slavery did a lot of things to us, man. They broke the family apart. They tore the fathers out of the homes. You know, there's a lot of drug abuse, alcoholism, direct correlation. I saw one psychiatrist said, we are still suffering for 400 years of PTSD from slavery. So when you go into a love relationship with a boss and you're not bossed up, man. And so when you come out of the hood, if I tell you what a guy told me in the hood, how to be in love, he said, whatever you do, don't trust no beat. That's all I learned about life and about love.
Wow.
Because when you grow up in a hood, man, it ain't like growing up the way, you know, middle-class Black people grow up or upper middle-class Black people. And you can be educated. Like my girl looks at me, she's like, you 64 and you still don't know what the hell you doing about love? And I'm like, no, I don't. Wow. So part of what you learn in the streets is not to be clear, not to be honest, you know, play that game.
Right.
You know, and get what you can get and juggle 3 or 4 different women and spread your seed around, whatever that is. That's how I came up. Then you got to shed all of that. And it takes time for women to be patient with you if you are aware and if they make you aware. When you're an entertainer, and this is some deep stuff. Maybe we'll save this for the next time.
Yeah, please come back. Please come back.
When you began to make it in this business, the people that you meet, for the most part, don't give less than a damn about you.
Right.
So you'll meet women that will hang out with you, hang out at your parties, hang out at your house, have sex, do all of that, but they don't really care about you. So when you hit rock bottom, they're gone, but they don't hold you accountable. So if you call and you get a call at their house and you go in the bathroom talking on the phone, they be like, that's what that nigga do.
Right.
But when you with a boss, she gonna hold you accountable. So that's what I'm going through. I never knew that I was so far off until I met a boss.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize with my childhood and seeing broken marriages and violence and some of the things that I saw coming up and not parents. I met the girl that I'm dating is the first girl I've ever met that's got a great relationship with her father, that actually respects men enough not to go toe to toe with and be all up in my face. And Black women are damaged too. So that's another whole area that men like me who come out of the hood have to learn how to be honest and transparent.
Yeah.
And trust the bee. And it's so layered. So that's why I try not to make any blanket statements, you know, because you know, I live it. Half the stuff we're talking about, I've lived through.
Yeah. Ain't no such